Hi there, and welcome back to another episode on the Realm of Vasten. So I'm together here with Fixxitt, and we're taking a tour around my big dig project or redstone project.
Well, see, sorry, we already blew it. I was gonna have you say, "Hi, I'm Fixxitt. Welcome to the channel." Okay. So everyone would be like, "Wait a second, does Fixxitt have an accent?" And then I was gonna say, "No, I put on the American accent, but I'm actually."
No. Wait, let me just remove my arm also, because then it looks like I'm in F5 mode.
No, it's too late now. Now we're recording. We're rolling now. Now we gotta go. Now we just gotta go because the audience has seen through our little charade, and now the truth is out there. But
yeah, sure.
So now I'll just have to continue using my fake American accent for the rest of the time now, because now everyone knows. Okay. Anyway, welcome everybody. Welcome to Realm of Vasten. So I'm here with Cylon If you couldn't figure out who the mysterious man talking is, and we are checking out the mother of all storage projects. Am I right on that?
Oh yeah. It gives me a bit of a headache actually, but it's fun. It's real fun.
Sai, start explaining what you're doing, because you're doing some magic stuff. Put it in layman's terms for someone like me who I redstone like germsy or sausage. If you can, we use it for decoration blocks, and that's all.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No,
so explain redstone for nincompoops, if you will.
Yeah. Okay. So it all started with Mar, especially being particularly fed up with your mess with all those chests all around, and she's a cleaner's freak, so she had the idea that we should really have a big sorting area for all the resources for the entire Realm of Vasten. So we started actually thinking about this, and I came up with an idea to use a shulker unloader system. That you just come over to the central tree here. There's going to be a big weeping willow tree here, I guess.
Oh, nice.
So if you come in here, you have 2 chests. Okay, let's do this. You have one for loose items. Just drop it in there, and it will be sorted in the different areas in the sorting system.
Okay.
And also on the other chest here, you can just drop off shulkers full of inventory.
Oh wow, full shulkers. You put them in, they sort everything out.
Yeah. So
wow.
The thing is that if you come down here, we have made a let's see.
Wow.
It's actually sorting now.
Now wait a second. I happen to know that ender chests don't work with hoppers.
No, they don't. I just use them for placeholders, because if you see here, there's a minecart with a hopper in it. And to make that go in the right position, we use the ender chest, because they aren't a full block, but they miss, like, the hitbox are smaller. So we get in the right position.
Wow. Okay. Did you come up with this design yourself, or are you basing this on something that you found on the internet?
It's a basic design. I need to find that name to that guy actually, but I have made different changes to this, because I need this piston to work from the side, not from above.
Okay, gotcha. If you can find the link. I like to give credit where credit's due. If you can find it, then I'll put it in the description of the video. So if anyone wants to check out the original design of a similar design like this, you can check that out. So this is magical. This is more hoppers than I've used in my entire 7-year Minecraft career.
Yeah. Okay. So if you do this, just to show you how fast this actually empties a shulker. So if I put that here now. And you can see down here.
Okay, yeah.
And you can hear that everyone fires off.
I'm not sure what to even look at. What do I even look at? Like these hoppers?
You heard the ticking?
Yeah. So those are single items being taken out?
Yeah.
Cool. Wow.
Let me see. I'm just going to remove. I have some bugs with this system, but everything gets sorted and put in here, and then they continue in a water stream, going. We have to get up here. Let's see. I need some ender pearls. Do you have any ender pearls on you?
I have here. Yep. There you go.
Okay, cool. but the thing is that if you just go over here. Oh no. Need to make an entrance point here, I guess.
And, you know, one of the things that I love about this is I love that Mar has really worked out sort of the lore behind all this. In the intro of one of her videos, she came up with, like, this used to be, you know, man and the elves and dwarves and everyone, they used to be worked together pretty well until the betrayal of man at Talatal. And so this was an elven sort of place that was sealed up when the elves left. And then recently with the invasion of the Netherwar, man has decided they needed to kind of reopen this and learn the ways of the elves, right? That's kind of the storyline. Love it.
So yeah, that's right. We have elven and humans, and there were 2 other areas also. But the thing is that everything will come up here, and it will sort into the different areas. And you see here, you have just shulkers with smooth stone, and next will be just diorite. And also, if you try to break this box, this shulker, try to break it.
Oh, you just get another one.
Yeah.
Where do I put the old one?
Oh, you can just put it in that hopper down there.
Okay, there we go. So, can you like request what goes in these? Is that kind of the idea?
Yeah, because up here we will do filters. If you come up here.
Is this gonna make Port Bray lag to a grinding halt for the rest of time?
No.
Okay.
Because it will only be working when it's chunk loaded.
So okay, I see. I understand. Okay, so you have you have buttons and stuff, so they won't.
Yeah. So it sorts on the stone in this one.
Okay.
Gathers it in this and deposits the full shulker, because this one here is a shulker loading station.
Wow.
That activates when the shulker is full, and it collects it in these chests over here. So I'm hoping to have this main section finished this weekend.
Oh wow.
And then when the items that are deep storage are picked out, it will continue on the water stream for other things, and it will go over to the human side, I guess it was.
Okay, now you might not be aware, but you have a huge line of hoppers right here.
Yeah, that's a super smelter.
This is a super smelter?
Yeah. That's a super smelter, actually. It's something old Grey works on.
Do we possibly have enough coal to fill these up, even in the whole realm?
We were actually talking about making a kelp farm to fuel those.
I've heard that was nerfed. Is that? But I didn't really read any more than that. I think I saw in a Logical Geek Boy video that he said something about kelp farms have been nerfed quite a lot. Like maybe they still work, but you still have to craft it. Am I right? Like you can't.
Yeah.
So you still actually have to manually do it somehow.
Yeah. You still have to manually craft kelp blocks.
That's a drag. That's a drag.
Yeah,
That'd be so nice if it could be automated.
Yeah, I actually agree. You could always do. No, you can't, because you still have to make wood or chop wood, unless you do a TNT duper, but then it gets real complicated all the way.
And I think that those are fixed now. I think that all known duping things have been eliminated according to Twitter.
Yeah.
So I mean, someone will find another way, but for right now, I don't think that TNT duping is a thing.
No.
Well, I mean, actually, for us, still it is. But I mean, going forward in 1.14, I think.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But as I said, when all the big items are sorted out, the water stream will continue over here to a new area with more simple storage and chest storage, like flowers.
Oh wow.
All those small things, the different small things. So they have an entire library of all the items in here.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And at the end of this loop, like over here, the blue wool is like the water stream.
Oh, okay.
You will end up with a non-sortable item system that just collects everything in chests.
gotcha.
Then you have to manually sort it.
Like armor with enchants
Yeah,
and crap like that.
enchants, books, and yeah.
How are you gonna label the chests? Have you thought about that? Because I think item frames are still real laggy, right? After you get
Yeah, I'm going for plain old signs.
Yeah, signs.
Just because of the lagginess, you
it
know.
does seem like you're gonna have about a zillion labels here.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. Well, this is extraordinary. I mean, this is really extraordinary.
So I'm in charge for the technical part. Mar will do the visual part.
Well, I'm glad you could cover the technical part for me, because they originally asked me to do the redstoning, and I'm just so busy. I just couldn't do it with all the real technical redstone knowledge that I have up here in my dome.
Yeah, but you're getting there, aren't you?
I did redstoning one time in my life. It works though. It's the what's that thing called? The coral farm. The coral farm, it works. I copied the tutorial.
Yeah.
Also,
then again,
I can do pressure plates that open doors, no problem.
Yeah.
First try usually.
That's like Redstone 101, for dummies.
It's 101. Completely different way of thinking of it.
Yeah, true.
All right. Well, let's cut here, and then what we're gonna do in the meantime, this is taking place probably several days to a week before the next part you're gonna see, which is we're gonna go back to Celaya over the next week or so and knock out some ice spikes and some things. We've been talking about that, but that obviously is not a super video friendly sort of process, because it's just really inane. So we're gonna do that sort of over the next week or so, and just try to frame in the city. As I keep saying, we're kind of moving into the polishing stage of Celaya, and it'll be a nice way to sort of be, if you have a building. Hold on. So if this is Celaya, right? And this is the ocean over here. So, and then over here is going to be like the bearberries that are going to kind of frame in the city. This is kind of like the floating island, stuff like that, that's going to kind of frame in. And I'm thinking that we could do a lot like some ice spike randomly here, and that's going to kind of frame in the whole city. That way, if you're here, any direction you go, you're like, oh, the city ends here. Oh, the city ends, oh, the city ends. I think that would be a really helpful thing. That's one thing. Cities without walls can be difficult to know how to end them,
Yeah, that's true.
So I think it'll be a nice way to frame it.
And also, we should get over at the map room and update the maps someday.
Did you just volunteer yourself for that project? I think I heard you. Everyone heard. Everyone here on video heard that Sai said, I will happily go in and update the maps.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. That's a deal.
Sounds good.
No problem.
All right, we will see you in just a moment back in Celaya.
Yeah.
Say bye, Fixxitt with an accent.
Goodbye, Fixxitt.
Hey guys, we are back, and I was just going to talk to Sai about some stuff that I want to work on, and Callus was here. I said, hey, let's all do it. Callus, what are you working on over here before we go?
I am trying to fill in some space, expanding Nini's little, what do you call it?
It's like a vineyard?
Vineyard, there you go.
Yep. Yeah, super cool. It's a cool idea, but it was just too small. It kind of looked... It looked great, but it kind of looked almost ridiculous in the space, because there was like this big space and this tiny little vineyard,
Yeah, you said something about it on a stream earlier, and then I watched your video today, and I was like, oh yeah, I was going to do that, so I figured might as well knock it out.
Freaking wonderful. Well, let's travel. I want to go down into the walkway of despair, or whatever we're going to call it. Someone come up with a good name, darn it. Someone out there is watching this video. I need a name for this walkway thing. I am absolutely blanking on anything good. I got a bunch of suggestions in the on my last stream, but they were all good suggestions. Some were really good, but it didn't grab me the way that I think it's like whenever you're looking for a name or something and you just hear it's boom, yes, that's it. When that's the right one. It. It's like when someone said Celaya for the name of the city, it was instantly it was that's right.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the name. It wasn't there was no debate about it,
Yeah.
So
you should ping It's Aetheros.
He is the naming master. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking in this area, which by the way, I finished the jack-o'-lanterns. I don't know if I've shown that on video since I did it, but the jack-o'-lanterns are, believe it or not, done. I set my alarm. How I did it, I went AFK for like a day basically, and I set my alarm for every 2 hours or so, and I'd come and shear them. That's how I did it. Because otherwise I'd just forget the whole day, you know.
Yeah.
So you see, I filled in the void block up at the top, which I think makes a really big difference.
Oh, that's nice.
And I think
Man, you're fast.
I actually did that all on a live stream, believe it or not. But the next step, I think, is going to be I want to bring in some of these big ice spikes, like we have, like the big ones, like that are holding up the island and stuff, and kind of go like across, you know. Let me see here if I can possibly hit this with an ender pearl. I definitely can't. I'm the worst. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm thinking like ice spikes going kind of like diagonally and kind of random just across the walls, you know? Like you are the master. Like kind of like pretty straight kind of, you know, but just going across just like ice spikes have just pierced the walls of this cavern, right?
Right. Yeah, that would be cool.
And probably quite a few, so when you're looking down, you'll see there's like maybe, you know, 5 ice spikes and stuff. And that's also going to make, I think, the void blocks at the top, because they look, it's very apparent that is of exactly where the cavern ends, because it's flat. You know, you can see sort of, it's like, oh, it's exactly over that block, for example, you know? And I think if there's ice spikes, it's going to camouflage that with perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I'm throwing around artistic words. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I think you understand the idea, though, right?
Yeah.
It's like I hang out with a couple artists for like a little bit, and all of a sudden I act like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't. I truly don't. But I think that'd be cool, and maybe, you know, the only thing that we have to remember is on top of the jack-o'-lanterns, there's gonna be a row of carpet, which I just started laying, and then there's gonna be like, what did we figure outside? Were you experiment the glass? Is it like 7 layers of glass to get the right effect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was blue and black glass, 7 layers. Yeah.
You know, it might even actually be more like 10, because there might be a couple spaces. So yeah, it's a lot. It's gonna be a lot of glass. But so we can't, you know, nothing can go lower than basically where sort of the texturing stops on these walls, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that could be really cool. And then the next step that I want to get to is I want to start it. The cave is going to start all frozen and really, really, really icy over there near Klautos's crypt. Or is it Callus's crypt? There's no way to know.
Oh.
There's no way to know. It's a running joke that's not funny that I won't give up on. Anyway, so... but
notice Klautos is not in the game.
I do notice that. It's very interesting. Very interesting. So, and then over there, Mantis's area, she's starting with a lava cave, like hot cave. So I want to transition over the course of this to like hot. So as it's going to start all icy and really frozen over, and then it's going to slowly get like more lush and green as we go.
That gives me a good idea. What if we have like one ice spike starting to melt, and it pours out water out of it, like a waterfall?
Oh, that would actually be really cool, because we could just make a hole in the glass, and it would just sort of disappear into the void. I think.
Yeah, or just a sinkhole or something.
Yeah. That would be really cool. Yeah, I'd be totally down for that. I think that would be awesome. So anyway, so if you guys are looking for a huge project, there you go. There you go. Anyway, so we'll get to work here. We'll get to work, and then we'll come back down, because this is building these enormous ice spikes is not a recording friendly project.
No.
You know, it's like, hey, watch me place packed ice for 30 minutes. See you later.
Yeah, that's not fun at all.
Okay, we'll see you. We'll see you on the other side. Hi, Sai.
Hi.
I'm an idiot.
Are you ready?
I'm ready this time. So we just recorded a big clip, and I didn't have audio. I'm such a dolt. I do that so often. I'd like to say lesson learned, but it's not learned. It's not learned. Sai, show us around. What are we doing in here? It's been almost probably 2 weeks since the first half of this episode, so some real time has passed. I see Mar has been hard at work doing this wonderful sort of elven build in here. It's super cool. What have you been up to?
Lots of things, actually. I have been working on this system some more. Also made some spikes in the Cavern of No Name. Have to get a name for that soon, you know?
Yes.
And been making some ice spikes, doing some maps in the Explorers Guild over at Celaya. But yeah, I built this weeping willow tree.
Oh, this is really nice. And what I just discovered at the end of the clip that we didn't record, inside of it is functional. So this is where you put the stuff. Now, I may have shown this in the first half of this video. I don't remember. It's been so long. But man, the whole system, this whole system is just amazing. And when you folks see how many hoppers and how many chests are here, it's going to blow your mind. I mean, if you're like me, look, if you're watching my channel, you might be like me for the most part, like kind of builder, not so much redstone oriented. Just get ready. Get ready for your mouth to gape open. Look at that. First, this part. This is a super smelter, just a regular old super smelter. I think this would probably smelt enough glass for me to actually do the Cavern of No Name pretty well.
Yeah, for sure.
So this area is for the big blocks, right? Like the gravel, andesite, diorite, sandstone.
Yeah, this is the deep storage, because every block here gets deposited into a shulker. So this is like all those chests up here will sooner or later be filled with only shulkers with one type of block. So this is stone and so on, all the big ones. And also I have room to expand this one if needed.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's cool.
Since 1.14 is just around the corner, you know. So we was hoping to have this ready before season 4, but since 1.14 comes out soon with new blocks and stuff, I have to expand it. So yeah,
it's true. Yeah, I mean, we're not restarting a season when actually, as a matter of fact, this video is coming out after 1.14 is out, if things go according to plan, because I'm away for Easter, so I'm pre-recording a bit. But yeah, so I mean, we're just going to keep going until basically July 1st. So we still have some time.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally we'll be done with this around June 1st, but we can keep working kind of behind the scenes after that, because I'm going to take a little bit of a break from recording Vasten videos and just do some other fun stuff, and then July 1st hit with a passion whenever we start the new kingdoms. So there's still some time. This is unbelievable. I mean, this is absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, so this is the Hall of Kingship. It will double up as a lore-orientated place, and world storage, call it a supermarket for blocks and stuff. So all the stuff and things.
It's just fascinating. Like, if you want one block, you can just come in here and take whatever you need. Can you take the shulker? If you need like a shulker, you just take the shulker and then new one comes out?
No, this one is actually manual, but you do just break it, pick it up, and push the button.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Wow. And then a new shulker is already in that thing underneath, the dropper underneath.
Yeah, I'm working on a shulker delivery system also, so it will be auto refilled. I hope.
This is really amazing. I mean, this to my mind, I can't. Amazing doesn't cut it, because that word is too underwhelming. It's like I just can't even comprehend of what's happening behind the scenes. But what I care about is I can come in here and be like, oh cool, I need some oak saplings, and boop boop boop, and then I just go on my way. That's really cool. Yeah.
So what I'm actually thinking here is it's not going to look like this, because this is so warehouse looking. It's an impressive site, of course, but I want to add some design to it. So I'm thinking about adding some arches here.
Oh yeah,
and perhaps just have like this row here where I'm standing visible with either the block or a sign, so that you just go over to the chest you want, like here, for instance.
Oh yeah.
Here we have bone blocks, and I am thinking about like having a shulker box there. Auto-filling, and you just take that, or you just take what you need, and then the rest will be hidden, and it will continue over here. As you can see, the hop line continues over here. I'm working here for the moment.
Wow, this is just extraordinary.
In this cavern here, there will be all the seeds and saplings and vines and all the leaves and all the naturey things, you know.
Oh,
so yeah, so
wow,
it's actually a cool project, but it takes so a lot of time.
Yeah, it's major. Hopefully, it's the one and only time in the history of this world. The one nice thing about this, opposed to, I guess, typical SMPs, is that a lot of people do building systems or storage systems kind of like this every season, which is mind blowing. And we will never have to do one like this again, ever, unless they change the way things work. But you think this is fairly future proofed, right?
Yeah, but while I've been working here now, I see that like bone blocks that we have lots of actually overfilling, so I have to expand that area, but that's not a hassle at all because I can always go down and just pipe up the products into the shelter block, so I can just dig myself down because we're at Y level 83 here, so I got lots of space, so that's not a problem at all.
Yeah, lots of space for sure. Well, listen, Sai, thank you so much for showing me around. Thanks for heading up this this project, because this is major. I know Old Gray Man and Mar are really working over here as well, but this is unbelievable. And this is gonna be really, really, really good for the future of Vasten going forward. It'll be really nice to just be able to grab what you need in a certain place. I would have never ever had this if it weren't for you guys. So thank you so much. Hey, if you folks want to see Sai's perspective, which you absolutely should, because he can actually explain what's going on, whereas I can just marvel and go ooh and ah a lot. Go subscribe to my friend. You can find his channel linked in the description of this and basically every other video I put out. You'll see his perspective both here and also in his new SMP. So please check things out, and I will see everyone later. Hey, Sai, thanks a lot for joining me. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, you're welcome. Bye, peeps. See you later.
Hey, special thanks to my patrons and my YouTube members. I really appreciate the support, and the people who drop by the streams and subscribe and comments and likes. Special thanks to you folks as well. Thank you so much for supporting me, the channel, my family, and all the things that we're trying to do here to really form a community around this wonderful world that we've built. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time.